Alright, you know the drill by now. We need a ZAMASU, upload your auditions and link them to me, and you got this much time to audition. Alright, go. Wait a minute! Slow the fuck down! I didn't get all of that! Okay, I'll be nice and slow it down. But while we're at it, let's also take this opportunity to remind y'all about the channel rules too. This is your last chance to audition for Goten Black, and our last piece to the puzzle is ZAMASU. Let's recap the rules from last time.
In fact, to be clear, Prince Casizzle and all blocked fans will not be allowed to audition for Goten Black. They are all banished to the dead zone, especially you, Casizzle. We are also looking for someone who has a good microphone, over 18, and who's good with critiques. The last one is really important. I do not want to work with someone who gets their feelings hurt easily or isn't open to critiques or suggestions. So, in other words, no divas. We're not afraid to pull out replacements if it comes to that. You can record yourself with a line from chapter 1 and then upload it to your YouTube channel. But before you do, tag me whether in your title or in your description with @GenerationDefenders so I won't miss it.
Alright, we got the basics out of the way. Let's look for what I'm not looking for in an audition. I am not looking to work with a guilt tripper. Example.
Oh, GD, I am having such a bad time. My life is horrible, and because of that, I feel like I would be perfect for the role of Goten Black. I relate to him so much, and I feel like being casted at Goten Black would make my dark, sad life just a little bit brighter.
I was born with glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my legs, and every afternoon I break my arms. At night, I lie awake in agony until my heart attacks put me to sleep.
As stated before, GD is not a professional counselor. If you really are having a bad time in life, my only suggestion is to find a real professional to help you sort out your problems. But I can guarantee you, being hired to be a voice actor for a small YouTube channel is not going to be the cure to your depression. So if you really are having a bad time, just seek help, but don't try to use that as a way to make me feel bad for you just so you can have a part. Because look, I'll be honest, I see that as very manipulative. You might say,
I was born with glass bones and paper skin.
but then it'll turn out,
Good to con a couple of Class A suckaroonies like those two.
I don't need to hear your tragic backstory, or your depressive lore, or even see you pull out the sad emoji. It's not gonna work on me. Think of it like this. If I were to hire a guilt tripper, and it was time for me to give critiques like, hey, can you redo this line for me? I can barely hear you, and I need your character to sound more serious. I'm sorry, GD, I'm terrible. I'm a terrible, no-talent loser who can't do anything right. Yeah, I don't want to put up with that. Second, don't look for me in other social medias or other communications. I really believe that what happens on YouTube should stay on YouTube. That's why I want you guys to just upload your auditions on your YouTube channels and @ me in your title/description. If you guys want to recap on my lore, I was stalked for 2 years by an obsessive fan who kept following me around to any social media they could find, and I don't want to repeat that. I want to work with someone who respects my boundaries and understands I'm an introvert with social anxiety who's trying to heal from that experience. So don't say, hey buddy, can we schedule a Zoom meeting? I'm not a creep. I just want to help you out with your fanfic. So why don't you just give me your phone number so we can have a face-to-face meeting? Okay, real talk. If anyone online, actually scratch that, if any stranger ever asks you for your personal information or contact information, run. If you don't know who that person is, then you don't know what they're capable of. Just say no. If they really aren't a creep, then they would have no issues respecting and understanding why you wouldn't want to give them your contact information. Which is why I want to keep these auditions on YouTube. If you're not going to audition on YouTube, then you will have no chance to get the part. Period. Third, don't spam me or follow me around for a role. Look, I'm aware of the whole, if you want a job, you gotta contact the employer to let them know you want a job and be persistent. But that's not gonna work on me. Again, I'm currently healing from being stalked for 2 years, so right now I don't want anyone to follow me around or keep asking me about a role. I'm not in a good headspace right now. Please just make a video audition and wait for me to contact you about it. Now there's some people that have apologized because they didn't know I don't like being contacted outside of YouTube. That's okay. Look, I know my motto is stay unhinged, but that's just for shits and giggles. If you make one mistake or not aware of my situation, I'm not going to freak over it. The way I see it, as long as you apologize and don't do whatever your original mistake was again, it's fine. I have an issue when users go, "Can I have a Zoom meeting?" No. "Can I have a Zoom meeting?" No, I'm not comfortable with that. "Can I have a Zoom meeting? I'm really good and I just really want to help you." Then make a video, but I don't want to make a Zoom meeting. "Can I have a Zoom meeting?" Blocked. Do you guys get what I'm saying? If you guys spam me or just keep bothering me like that, then I'm definitely not going to want to work with you. But also think of it like this. You're showing me you can't follow instructions. Imagine I hire someone like that, and then when it's time to record their lines...
First, get a jar. Patrick, that's a pickle.
Yes.
You need a jar. No. No. No.
Yeah, I don't want to work with that either. And finally, don't throw a temper tantrum when you don't get what you want or get blocked. Sometimes you don't get picked. Sometimes you practice and you don't get the job you wanted. You could do everything right and still not get chosen. And you will survive. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it anymore. There's a chance you might get a no, but that's a part of life. Rejection will not kill you. It will suck, I'm not going to lie, but you will live on and be able to try again, whether here or somewhere else. And again, if you break my channel rules more than 3 times, then I gotta block you because you're showing me you can't listen nor respect boundaries. Let's say you broke all my rules and you didn't get the part. If you throw a tantrum like, "Oh, GD is harassing me because she won't let me play the character I wanted or let me help her by following her around," it's not gonna help your case. Look, if I listen to my gut and block/reject you and you freak out because of that, you proved that I was right to say no to you. And of course, I won't ever give you another chance again because your nice persona fell and you showed me who you really are. Again, that's not going to make me want to work with you, nor is it going to make me regret not taking a chance with you. Let's say one of our voice actors had to leave for whatever reason and I need to look for a replacement. I'm going to remember who was professional during the first rounds of auditions and who weren't. And guess who I'm going to contact to see if they still want to play the original part they were looking for. So don't take rejection personally. You'll be burning a bridge in the future. GD, what if some of these users who are using these types of tantrums are teenagers or young kids? Well, first, you're supposed to be 18 plus to audition. So sorry, you weren't qualified in the first place. And second, teenagers, like high schoolers, middle schoolers, you should definitely know better than to throw a temper tantrum. As for a young kid, You shouldn't even be trying to talk to adults online. Do your parents know about this? Okay, I think I got the majority of don'ts covered.
But GD, if I can't guilt trip you into giving me the role, ask you for your personal information to talk to you, spam you over and over for a role, or throw a temper tantrum when I don't get what I want, then how will I get the part?
Okay, real talk. If you guys really want advice on how to get the part, or if you really want to work with me, you need to impress me. If I could pull up an example, I chose Vara Games to be Goten Black because that's what he did. Quick lore dump. He began reacting to my videos a year ago and started off.
So I'm gonna be reading it, basically voicing it, and just please be gentle. Please be gentle. I am nowhere near the level of a voice actor. So please be gentle.
But the more he kept reacting, the more he started to gain confidence and improved. He also sounded a little bit like the original voice I was looking for. So that already caught my attention. But he also acted like Goten Black a bit too, or at least his humor was similar to Goten Black.
Wham, bitch, wham. Oh, so this is all connected. I see you. All connected.
So that was already a point for him. But he was also respectful.
And a little message too for Generational Defenders. I did remove the comments from the last video. Well, I didn't turn it off the comments, but I removed your comments and that other person's comments because I didn't think you would want people to see it. So I did remove it. I did remove the comments so your business wouldn't be put on blast.
That made me want to recruit him for our Goten Black Abridged. That was his audition opportunity, to see if we liked working with him, which we did. He followed our instructions and even went a step and beyond and turned his lines early. So when the abridged was over and we started our dub, we decided to make Vara Games our official voice for Goten Black. And a lot of our actors are like that. Generation Avengers and Dragonspark were used who not only sounded like their characters, but also proved they were talented in their channels and helped me in the past. So I approached them to be our voices for Beerus and Whis. Joe also asked his friends, LJ and Amelia, to be our Kid Trunks and Kid Mize, and they've been killing their roles too. And finally, Devil Kick Sanji is a literal godsend. Not only does he sound so identical to Goku, but he's insanely talented in his performance as both Goku and Future Trunks. And he has also gone far and beyond to help us find the other voice actors for Vegeta, Bulma, and Future Mai, who are also wickedly talented voice actors. And I have to thank him for that. I am very grateful to our actors and have enjoyed working with them despite me having severe social anxiety. And that's my advice to y'all too. Impress me. Blow me away with your talent, but also be respectful to my boundaries. If you try to force yourself onto me or follow me around or break my rules continuously, I'm not going to want to work with you. But if you just follow my instructions, show me your talent, and impress me, then you'll have a great chance. I'm not going to guarantee you will get it. Remember, I still have to choose the best candidate. But convince me why I should take a chance with you. Convince this socially awkward and anxious person why I should open up to you. If you force down my walls, expect resistance. But if you're respectful and follow my rules and impress me, you'll have a good chance. The worst case scenario is you get a no. But you also get a shout out and a placement in my playlist so others can check out your channel. Alright, this time you got 2 weeks to apply. I want to get Chapter 3 out as soon as possible so we can reach our goal to 7.5k subs this year. Good luck to all, and make sure to check out all our voice actors. They're very talented and sweet people, so show them support. Roll credits. We managed to hit 5K subs last year. Incredible! I'd like to thank all my Patreon members and channel members for helping to fund the Goten Black project. Now let's see if we can get to at least 7.5K subs, or even better, 10K subs. But Goten Black is still going, but only if y'all behave. And support us! Right now, you can read 5 new pages of Goten Black every Thursday Eastern Standard Times. Or you can sign up for our $5 tier to get all the benefits from our $3 tiers and get 2 picks from me every month. And right now, you can read our Goten Black Remastered series every Friday. Or you can sign up for our channel memberships here on YouTube and read new Goten Black no audio updates every first Friday of the month. Thanks, guys, and stay unhinged. Or at least the good kind.